Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to talk about what EA should not steal from Madden. Please don't take these things. Let's start with the big elephant in the room. Ultimate Team. Now, I realize NCAA 14 had Ultimate Team, but it was just getting started at that point. All the focus wasn't on it. Right now, you could argue that most of the focus in Madden is an Ultimate Team. Franchise has suffered for this. Hopefully, the same thing doesn't happen with EA College Football, because nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see Dynasty suffer because of Ultimate Team. For the love of God, please focus on Dynasty, Team Builder, all the things that make the college game so great. You can put Ultimate Team in there. I would prefer it's not in there at all, but you can put it in there. Just asking that it's not the main focus. Please. Nobody wants to see hashtag fixed dynasty trending on Twitter. Next one, the lack of presentation and branding. Look, I realize that ESPN, their contract or whatever, wasn't renewed, I think, was what I read, but there has to be something they can do to have a creative motion graphics package, celebrations, multiple. We're talking when you win a national title, it should feel different, at least more than one time. Give us 2 or 3 different celebrations. 3 would be great. That way you can randomize them, and further down the line you could even get those to be school specific. Like, certain things could happen if you win it as Bama or Ohio State or Georgia or Clemson or whoever, App State. As long as it's varied, it's always more interesting when you don't know what's going to unfold after you've won the title game. You could also take that and apply it to a Heisman presentation. Heck, you could even let users have the ability to vote on the Heisman. Give us a ballot. Let us help vote for it. I think that would be cool too. Why not? Put it in there. But this all goes back to Madden, what we don't want to take from it, and that is the lack of creativity and branding that happens within Madden. It is stale. Same announcers using mostly the same audio you've heard for years, the same motion graphics package, the same Super Bowl celebrations, maybe from a different camera angle, but it's the same animations. It needs to feel like a different game. It needs to feel fresh. While we're at it, please don't take the defensive coverage from Madden. I don't know if that's possible, because I feel like what they're going to do is basically a copy paste with Madden's gameplay over into NCAA with maybe a few minor tweaks. We've talked about before in one of the previous videos where next gen player movement might not be possible because of the tracking that's done. I don't know if they can do that with college football. So I'm very curious to see if it goes back to the arcade-like movement that was pre next gen player movement. I'm willing to bet it will, because they used to have NCAA run a little faster than Madden would. I think we might get the same thing here, but please make sure the defensive coverages work. Right now, it is a death sentence. If you run cover 6, and it used to be for all of the zone coverages, it was a problem. Man hardly works, but cover 6, you are asking to get bombed on. And it's gonna happen over and over again if they bring this over from Madden. Which brings us to the Frostbite Engine, the good old Frostbite Engine. I think I did see that they were using this for NCAA, but I don't think there's any concrete information out there. It's safe to assume, though, they probably are. It has to be tweaked. It has to be. You can't just bring over this animation-based Frostbite Engine and plug and play. Chances are people are probably going to be happy with that because we've been without college football for so long, but I wouldn't be so quick to assume, simply because of NCAA revamped and how it's kind of freshened the game up. Believe it or not, a game from 2013, because of college football revamped and that crew that put that together, feels just good to play. It's kind of crazy how much better it feels to play than current Madden. And that's saying something about the engine, if you ask me. It is. Now, I do know that some of those college football revamp guys are working on the new college football team. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right, this brings me to my final point, which might surprise you. It's not a huge thing, but it's something that I find really enjoyable in NCAA 14 and revamped, and that's the kicking meter. The kicking meter took some skill. Like, you had to use the right analog, drag it back, and push it forward in the direction you wanted it to go. Now it's just click, click with the X button or whatever button on the Xbox in Madden. So give us that kicking meter back. Make it challenging to hit that field goal. These are college kickers. They shouldn't be automatic, not by a long shot. That is really it. That wraps up my list of what I don't want them to bring over Madden. They are big things that I don't want them to bring over, but not many of them. The biggest of which is the animation-based Frostbite Engine for the gameplay, because let's be honest, if we're still in that completely animation-based gameplay and we're getting mossed left and right, I don't know how much fun it's going to be. Big reason why NCAA 14 still is getting played nonstop to this day is because of the fun gameplay. All right, that's going to do it for me. What is something in Madden that you don't want them to bring over to NCAA? Well, EA College Football 24, probably. Let me know down in the comments. And if you like the video, please do give me a like. It helps out a lot, especially on a brand new channel. Maybe a subscription. You can hit the bell if you want. And you can check out the second channel. That's my animation channel. It's somewhere in the description, whatever, something like that. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video, which will be, what's it going to be? Ah, yes. NCAA 14 pass features that cannot be missing from EA College Football. See you then.